Oh, praises to AHAYAH, sure, AHAYAH, by Hashem Yeshaya, Marak. Most High is still here, and I was just telling him how wicked Hebrews are stacking and prepping up food and taking everything into their own hands and not considering what he can do. And the Most High just roared outside of this house. And I'm just going to have a conversation with him, for you can see that the Most High is with us. He's with his servant. He does answer. He does respond. And as I was saying, Most High opposed, I was telling them about how you provided the cans of soup when I was out of food. And although I've seen many miracles, I know that is just the beginning. When you rain down manna. Yes, I know. When you rain down manna for the children of Israel in the wilderness, how you provided water, even though Moses struck the rock, you told him not to strike the rock, but to speak to it. But nevertheless, you provided water and you provided food. And I know that you do not change, neither the Son of Man changes. Yes, sir. You never change. That's right. That's right. I know. And I know he said he'll do it again. And, I told them all you need to prep is a mustard seed. And that's faith, the size of a mustard seed, instead of taking everything into your own hands. And as a slave, I have no problem letting you fight my battles. And listen at that. Listen at him. He just stated he's going to fight for Israel. Fight our battles with the faith the size of a mustard seed. And this is what you should be prepping for. And, once again, I spoke about the food that you provided for me. And all you have to do is acknowledge the Most High and His Son and the Spirit. And you will take care of us. And I know that. Yes. Food, shelter, and raiment. That's right. Absolutely right. And also I told him how you stopped the 3 bullets from coming into my window. Yes, you did. Loud and clear. Saved my life. You saved my life on I-85 when they tried to kill me last year. And you did it once more. Every time. You've stepped in every time. 9 times. And one, the first time, when I was in my mother's womb, before I was even born. Thank you for water. You heard that? He did it. He said he did it. You see that? You see that? Now you don't have to worry about me. How you're not giving thanks to you like they did your son. In the book of Luke, I believe, healed a bunch of people and one came back to thank him. Listen at that. He shook my whole house. Not one, he said, even came back to give honor and glory. You don't have to worry about Shabar doing it or not doing it. All the honor, the glory, and the praise belongs to you. I'm just a servant down here. Sins, red as scarlet, but washed in the blood of Yeshaya. It's going to overcome. Gad is going to overcome through the blood of Yeshaya. I do it for him. I don't do it for myself. Listen at him. His son, he said. His son, he put up on a sacrifice. And men and women want to take glory from you. But I made a vow to you that I would never let that happen. Fulfill what you told me to do. Put everything down. Even my family. He just said, you got to do it. You got to be worthy to do it. Listen at that. To be his disciple. You hear it? The Most High said he knows what I've done. Shook this whole house. And me and the Most High talk like this almost every day. You know what I've done. I know what you're capable. I know that you're capable of doing such things. I've seen the miracles. I prayed and you've answered and you've healed people. And I know my time is coming, but I'm going to finish for you. For the King of Israel, your son. Yes, I am. I'm going to finish. You heard that? His son. His son. I'm going to finish for you, Yeshaya. Even if I have to do it on my knees, I'm going to finish it. I'll rest when I'm dead. Because my flesh is already dead. It's crucified. And you know, I had to learn the hard way. But I wouldn't have it no other way. How you trained me. How you taught me. And the Rawak, how she sent the wisdom. And the righteous angels, how they come. Listen at that. He said it's sent it from on high, from above. Listen at that. And the righteous angels, they surround me. I see them. But I'm not worthy to stand in none of your sight. I'm not worthy. He said he made me worthy in his sight. All glory and honor and praise to the AHAYAH. All honor and glory to you. Thank you. The water. The water. I will. I will keep going. I will. The water for the encouragement, Father. I will. I know we don't have long here. I know we don't. Forgive me, but while I have you here, this visitation, I don't know if you're going to answer me, but concerning these 4 months that we have left, does that include our deliverance? So we only have 4 months left here? We only have 4 months left here. Is this when you planted my feet on the Egyptian sea and you smit it 7 ways? That's going to happen in the next 4 months? He's speaking. Loud and clear. The Most High says it's going to happen in the next 4 months. I don't know the day nor the hour. I know. But it's going to happen. He's just stated it's going to happen. Listen at that. Because Isaiah the 11th chapter, we was taken out of here in white. I saw your hand stretched out over Chicago. And I introduced myself like I'm doing now when I'm going out prophesying. And you told me it was time, so I began to prophesy. It's time. So he's speaking. So you would like for me to prophesy it's time? Okay. Okay, from now on, I will start prophesying. Listen, it's time, he said. He finished my sentence. I will prophesy that it is time. All glory and honor to the Most High of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I don't know how to thank you. I do not have words right now. But all glory and honor and praise to you. These 4 months, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'll jump for joy. I can't believe it. Shia, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I will post this message. It's time. Water. It's time. With all due respect, Moose Tie, I just, am I going to be finished? That way Yeshaya can just do the rest? Or am I going to have to keep on going? Which I don't mind. I just want to know, is that going to be the end for me? When you plant my feet on the Egyptian sea and I just sit back in my little corner and, just be Shamar again. Just be out of sight, out of mind. Maybe I shouldn't have asked that question. He's speaking. Okay, that's not for me to discuss right now. Okay, all praises be to the Most High. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the water for stopping by and walking and talking with me this afternoon. I will post this message, and indeed, titled, It is Time. The next 4 months, look up, your redemption draweth nigh. Most High is speaking. You heard that? He's just speaking. He's just backing up everything I'm saying. And as always, those who have an ear, let them hear what the Spirit is saying. Chicago will be the first to fall. Jamestown, Virginia, the last standing. For as lightning cometh out of the east unto the west, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. You have about a 4-month window for destruction. Hits the east unto the west. Time is very short in the east. Time is very short in the west. And as always, watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that should come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. And for those who refuse to take part in the tree of life and to drink from the fountains of living water, let them be unjust still. And the bride say, Come, Yeshua, come, thy kingdom come. Oh, man. The water, Father. I'm nothing without you. I'm nothing without none of you. Receive your honor. Receive your glory. No man, no woman will take it. As long as I have a breath in my body, so be it. Because no man or woman spill their blood down here for nobody. And he said not a mumbling word. Against all accusations. Yet they still slew and hung him on a tree for positions of power. But Most High, you give out positions from the heavens above. It's already decreed. Pharisees, Sadducees, scribes, Sanhedrin. You're sending up storms. You're flooding them just like Noah. And they still can't see. I wash their eyes out clean. And they still can't see. Gave them a spiritual bath, a spiritual beatdown. And they still can't see. What is this issue with power and authority? I would never understand it to a certain degree. Except it's unrighteousness. It's evil. Yes, it's evil. All praises to AHAYAH, Ashur, AHAYAH, Bahashem, Yeshaya, Rawak. This is Shabar Israel, and today I will be continuing the Exodus Reloaded Part 3. If you have watched parts 1 and 2, you will see that the house of Israel has been restored. We have the understanding from the Exodus 1 that the house of Israel and Judah are now restored through the blood of the Messiah. He is the carpenter's son that has redeemed them back to the Father. And the children of Israel foundation is sure, stands on the death, burial, and the resurrection. In Exodus part 2, we understand that you have two groups of people that are classified, those who are keeping the commandments and those who are not keeping the commandments. Thus the parable that the Messiah gave in Luke the 17th chapter about those who are in bed with the world and those who have made their bed with the Most High, and the destruction that is yet to come on those that are in bed or lying in bed in their sins. Last but not least, you have the Most High revealing his servant, none other than myself, to the nation of Israel. And it's a shame that the Most High has to do this, but he said that men will be lovers of themselves rather than lovers of the Most High. And this is why I rather obey the Most High than men, because these men will surely have their reward, as it is written in the Exodus Reloaded 2. There was a hand, which is the hand of the Most High, that was stretched out over Chicago. And in an instant, we were removed from Chicago. And I prophesy in part, and I only know in part. And when this happened, I could feel my spirit. I could feel my body in tune with my spirit. And I want to say that it was an elapse of time in between. But like I said, I can only prophesy in part, and I only know in part. Either there was a elapse in time or there wasn't. I could feel the wind. It was like riding upon the wind. I could feel the breeze and the protection from the Most High. And when we finally arrived at our destination, he gave me a glimpse of what was going on from a frontal perspective. I was in the middle, just like I used to be in the army, and there were people in ranks that were parallel, and we were in ranks coming out of Chicago, and we were wearing white robes, and I saw that I was in the midst of these group of people as in leading them. And when we touched down, I could see sand and I could see the Egyptian sea, as you can see in this picture, and I could see the water. Immediately when we touched down together, the water receded, like you see in the picture here. And that was the end of the vision. And so I received wisdom, instruction, and understanding. I will be reading from the book of Isaiah, the 11th chapter. And it reads, "And there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of his roots. And the Spirit of the Most High shall rest upon him, the Spirit of wisdom and understanding, Spirit of counsel and might, Spirit of knowledge and of fear of the Most High. And shall make him of quick understanding in the fear of the Most High. And he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes, neither reprove after the hearing of his ears. But with righteousness shall he judge the poor, and reprove with equity for the meek of the earth. And he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips shall he slay the wicked. And righteousness shall be in the girdle of his loins, and faithfulness the girdle of his reins. The wolf also shall dwell with the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid, and the calf, and the young lion, and the fatling together, and a little child shall lead them. And the cow and the bear shall feed, their young ones shall lie down together, and the lion shall eat straw like the ox. And the suckling child shall play on the hole of the apse, and the weaned child shall put his hand on the cockatrice den. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain. For the earth shall be full of knowledge of the Most High, as the water covered the sea. And in that day there shall be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for an ensign of the people. To it shall the Gentiles seek, and his rest shall be glorious. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Most High shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea. And he shall set an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcast of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim. But they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines toward the west. They shall spoil them of the east together. They shall lay their hand upon Edom and Moab, and the children of Ammon shall obey them. And the Most High shall utterly destroy the tongue of the Egyptian sea, and with his mighty wind shall he shake his hand over the river, and shall smite it in the seven streams, and make men go over dry shod. And there shall be an highway for the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, like as it was to Israel in the day that he came up out of the land of Egypt. This is pretty much self-explanatory. It's the revealing of the Messiah. When he came to earth, he came to be a sacrifice and a savior, and to give repentance to Israel.
And it preludes to his imminent return. It also foretells the end of the age of the Gentiles and the return of the whole house of Israel, and the means by which he will do it.
And you have the earth and the animals that are dwelling in the course of peace. You have Israel coming from the four corners of the earth, tension between the house of Judah and Israel shall cease. He stated that he will smite the Egyptian sea so that we can go over dry shod. This is the Exodus 3, as the Most High delivers us from the spiritual Egyptians, only to smite the Egyptian sea to return the whole house of Israel, so they may dwell in peace, and none shall make afraid, like it states in Ezekiel. I know many of you are probably thinking, well, if we're going to be taken out of Chicago, why should we leave? Well, this is the difficult part. I only prophesy in part and know in part, but I know if those that are straddling the fence and those that are lacking in behind in the spiritual war should move immediately. This is an immediate action that needs to be done as of right now. If you're out of the city, you have time to repent and get your house in order. Maybe move somewhere else with family members until the time being, because I do not know the day nor the hour when this will happen. It is at hand. Those who have an ear, let them hear what the Spirit is saying. Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. And those who refuse to take part in the tree of life and drink from the fountains of living water, let them be unjust still. And the bride say, Yeshua, come, thy kingdom come. Amen.